2.
Good morning, friends. I'm glad to have this chance to be here with you again today. You can see that our lesson box today is special. It's the only box we have that's red. That's right, here we are for the great feast of Pentecost. We'll see what's inside in a moment, but first, are you ready? Let's begin. Long, long ago, people of the earth came together to build a tower. They built this tower and spoke to each other. The language they used was kind, and they all understood each other, and the tower grew. But as the tower grew, competition began. People started saying things that weren't so nice to each other. And as the tower grew taller and taller, the people thought they were getting closer to God, and they were becoming like God themselves. In fact, they forgot all about God. And as a result of their complaining and their anger, the tower fell. All of the languages were different now. They were beautiful, but they were broken. Many, many, many years passed. Jesus was born. He gathered his friends to him. He taught. He died. And he rose again. He was with his friends in a special way for a time after he returned to earth. And he gathered his friends to him. You remember them. John and Peter, Thomas, James, Philip, Andrew, James, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thaddeus, sometimes called Jude, and Simon. But wait, we only have 11 here. That's because Judas was no longer with the 12. But these 12, these 11, were with Jesus. And he came to them in a special way and taught them again. And then he took them all outside the city to a place called Olivet. And he blessed them, and he told them he would never leave them alone before he rose back to his Father. All of the disciples, the apostles, went back to Jerusalem. They were so filled with joy and excitement, they wondered what they might do next. So they prayed, and God told them that they should bring Matthias into their group. So the apostles were 12 members again. After Jesus rose and ascended into heaven, the apostles met on a Sunday in an upper room. And all of a sudden, a great wind came into the room, and the apostles were not afraid. They felt this wind come into their hearts and into their bodies, and they were filled with joy. In fact, they had so much joy, it was burning to get out of them. They felt like their mouths were on fire with this teaching that they had to bring out. And so they did. They went out into the world after that Pentecost day when the Holy Spirit came to them. And they traveled far and wide to bring the message of Jesus to the whole world. I wonder which part of this story you think is most important. I wonder if there are any pieces of the story we could leave out and still have it make sense. I wonder which part of this story you thought was especially for you today. And I wonder if you feel that warmth, that great red fire within you as you think about your life and your friends. Thank you again for coming to our lesson today. I hope that you have a lovely week, and I hope that you have time to talk to your family about what you saw today. Thank you. Goodbye.